Have you ever felt like everything was falling apart? Like no matter how hard you tried, nothing worked, and you started to wonder, maybe I am just not meant for this. If you have ever felt that way, this story is for you. Deep in the heart of a great forest, there lived a young fox named Finn. Finn was not the biggest animal in the forest. He was not the fastest, not the strongest. But he had one thing that most animals around him had forgotten. He had hope, and for a long time, that was enough. One autumn, a great storm came to the forest. It lasted for days. When it finally passed, Finn's home was gone. The old oak tree where he had built his den, destroyed. His food washed away. Everything he had worked for, gone in a single night. Finn sat in the mud and looked at what remained. Nothing. He put his head down, and for the first time in his life, he thought about giving up. The next morning, an old tortoise named Eli found Finn sitting alone. Eli moved slowly, as tortoises do, but his eyes were sharp, and his heart was wise. He sat beside Finn without saying a word. Finally, Finn spoke. "What is the point, Eli? I lose everything. I try, and the storm takes it all away." Eli was quiet for a long moment. Then he said something Finn never forgot. "Tell me, Finn, how many times has winter come to this forest?" Finn looked up. "Every year, as long as I can remember." "And after every winter?" Finn was quiet. "Spring," he said softly. Eli nodded slowly. "The storm did not come to destroy you, Finn. It came to make room for something better, for something stronger." He looked at the fallen tree. That tree was old. Its roots were shallow. What you will build next will have deeper roots. Finn did not feel better immediately. Hope does not always feel like sunshine. Sometimes hope is just a quiet decision to get up one more time, and that is exactly what Finn did. He got up slowly, painfully, without knowing what came next, but he got up. Here is what psychology tells us about hope. Psychologist Charles Snyder studied hope for decades, and he found something remarkable. Hope is not just a feeling, it is a way of thinking. Hopeful people do not believe life will be easy. They believe that even when things are hard, there is always a path forward. They ask not, "Why is this happening to me?" but "What can I do next?" And that one shift from why to what changes everything. Finn spent the rest of autumn rebuilding. He chose a new spot, higher ground, stronger trees, deeper roots. He worked when he was tired. He worked when he doubted. He worked even when the sky looked gray. And when the next storm came, his new home stood firm. Not because the storm was smaller, but because Finn was stronger. Months later, a young rabbit came to Finn. She had lost her burrow. Her family had scattered. She sat at the edge of the forest with empty eyes. Finn sat beside her, just as Eli had sat beside him, and he said quietly, "Tell me, has spring ever failed to come after winter?" The rabbit looked up slowly. "No," she whispered. Finn nodded. "Then it is coming, even now, even here." Never lose hope. Not because life is always fair, not because things always work out the way you planned, but because the storms, no matter how long they last, always pass. And you, no matter how broken you feel, are still here, still breathing, still capable of building again. The greatest oak in the forest was once a small seed buried in the dark. It did not give up. Neither should you. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, even in your darkest moments, hope is not lost. It is just waiting for you to pick it up again. Subscribe for more life lessons and motivational stories every week.